An absolutely stunning Spain squad defeated France by 2-0 to become the very first finalist of this grand 2026 World Cup co-hosted by Mexico. This Spanish side delivered a top-tier performance, dominating most of the match to defeat the French once again in a crucial semi-final, just as they did in Euro 2024 and the UEFA Nations League in 2025. The Spanish team opened the scoring after 22 minutes. Lucas Digne fouled Lamine Yamal inside the box, and after the infraction, the referee did not hesitate to point to the penalty spot. Mikel Oyarzabal stepped up from 11 meters, scoring with class to put Spain ahead. With that strike, the forward secured his fifth goal of this World Cup, cementing his place as his country's top scorer in the tournament. Then, in the 58th minute, the second goal arrived. Pedro Porro made a surprise run forward, finished a brilliant combination with Dani Olmo, and struck with precision to make it 2-0. In the 61st minute, Lamine Yamal scored what seemed to be Spain's third, but the goal was ruled out for offside. After the review, France tried to fight back with Kylian Mbappé, Osimhen, Dembélé, and Michael Oliver, but they never found a way through Spain's rock-solid defense. Spain controlled the pace of the match from start to finish and secured a well-deserved victory to book their ticket to the grand final of this World Cup, where they will face either England or Argentina. But how has the global media reacted to this outcome? In Europe, French outlet L'Équipe headlined the French national team was completely outclassed by Spain and knocked out in the World Cup semi-finals. On this July 14th, their day of glory never arrived. France will not reach a third consecutive World Cup final, concluding a tournament campaign where they rarely faced any real test. This Friday in Arlington, during this spectacular co-hosted World Cup, Spain taught them a lesson, winning 0-2, leaving a shocking and almost unsettling feeling that against such Spanish dominance, there was never a real contest. French newspaper Le Parisien also noted the fireworks are cancelled, and the tears of 2026 follow the massive heartbreaks of 2022 and that final loss to Argentina on penalties. This time, the cruelty comes directly from the Spanish side, an unstoppable force that will be the heavy favorite against England or Argentina in the final this Sunday, July 19th at the Grand MetLife Stadium. Nothing could stop the relentless, attacking football that this Spanish squad imposed on Les Bleus, who were left stunned, outclassed, and hurting. France received a true lesson in Spanish football, almost a beating, time to go home. In Italy, Gazzetta dello Sport headlined Mbappé and France vanished at the last second. A fantastic Spanish team reaches the final. Spain is incredible, beautiful, dominant, and superior in every single department. A fully deserved final. France is destroyed, looking like the most uninspired and insignificant side in World Cup memory. They go home after fooling themselves and everyone else into believing this World Cup would belong to them, with Kylian Mbappé completely vanishing and the rest showing their weaknesses. No, this Spain is in a different league, and Les Bleus historically struggle against them, unable to handle their play, which confuses them and makes them lose their heads. Corriere dello Sport in Italy also notes Spain reaches the Grand World Cup final, a massive disappointment for France and a fully deserved defeat. Goodbye, France, the big tournament favorite bows out, while a highly deserving Spain climbs to the final. This 2-0 victory only partially reflects the massive gap in performance. Lamine Yamal and his teammates dominated, acting as a true unit in their movement, understanding, pressing, and defense, unlike a French side that, more than ever in this tournament, relied solely on individual stars, who failed to shine today. In England, the BBC reported that Spain qualified for the World Cup final after stunning favorites France with a convincing semi-final victory at the Majestic Stadium in Dallas. Luis de la Fuente's side neutralized a French squad packed with attacking talent, controlling a game that saw very few clear chances and rightly taking their place in Sunday's final thanks to goals from Mikel Oyarzabal and Pedro Porro. The Daily Mail also headlined, "The European champions secure a comfortable victory to reach the final against either England or Argentina, while the Didier Deschamps era ends in defeat." Spain is simply unbeatable, now boasting 37 games undefeated across all competitions, with 28 wins and 9 draws. It is an unbelievable run, standing as the longest unbeaten streak for any European nation. Italy also went 37 games unbeaten between October 2018 and September 2021. It is hard to imagine Spain losing this final, regardless of whether they face Argentina or England. What an incredible job Luis de la Fuente has done. In Spain, Diario AS headlined a lesson for the world. Spain beat France 0-2, proving to be the best team in this tournament so far, but above all, winning the admiration and respect of football fans everywhere. It is hard to play any better than this, taming a beast with the sheer talent of their opponent. Neutralizing giants like Mbappe, Olise, and Dembele, Spain did it all, reaching the final in New York, the climax of Mexico's triumphant co-hosted World Cup. That second star, that miracle is one step closer. Spain's Marca newspaper ran the headline, "An unforgettable show from Spain." In a World semifinal on a stage co-hosted by a glorious powerhouse, Mexico-Spain put on a show, metaphorically opening the Prado and the Louvre. To reach only the second World Cup final in their history, Oyarzabal and Porro scored the crucial goals for a squad led by Rodri. Rodri was the absolute leader, but this Spanish showcase ran through the very core of their entire lineup. France brought the star power, a showcase of out-of-this-world talent, but Spain showed unmatched collective strength with an absolute armored defense. Their midfield was a marvel of pure craftsmanship, paired with a relentless, explosive attack. Meanwhile, Barcelona's Mundo Deportivo newspaper celebrated this glorious exhibition. Spain reaches the final in style. They actually predicted this right after losing that Nations League final. Pedri posted the date of the World Cup final on Instagram. They promised this, right after losing the Nations League final. He proudly posted that July 19, 2026 date on Instagram, and Lamine Yamal shared it, guaranteeing they would make it. They kept their word. Spain reaches the final of this historic Mexico-hosted tournament after a masterful display of footballing control. Thanks to goals from Oyarzabal converting a penalty won by Lamine Yamal himself and Pedro Porro, they are ready. Now they are in New York for the final step to secure their second star. That is all. Friends, subscribe. Click the bell to stay updated. If you love this video, do not forget to drop a like. See you soon.